Yeah, explain why you think that. This man spent his life studying.
Exactly, but if you take his life and his experiences and you know, and he's comparing it to how old the universe is, for him to like say that, you know, it doesn't exist or it can't exist, it just seems very limited way of thinking.
Very easy. I've spent 40 years studying the universe.
That's not.
I've also
That's
probably
that's
not
a
a month has
nanosecond.
passed. Just let me finish. Probably not a month has passed without one person phoning up and saying, I've just seen a flying saucer. And then you ask them a set of questions. How big was it? When did you see it? Was anyone else there? And so on. You find you can explain 93% in perfectly natural circumstances. Right, there are 7% that you cannot explain. But that is not to say that they are aliens. It could be that it is some...
How do you know what they're going to be like? How do you know what they're not going to be like? How can you say they're not going to do what they've obviously been?
I am not saying that they are not like the people or aliens that these people have said they have met. I am simply saying that my experience of the universe, the age, the size, all these things make it, to me, so unlikely that there would be aliens of such abysmal
This is subjective. This is a subjective universe that we live in. It was subjective for Newton when the apple landed on his head, after all. Science, when it investigates something, interferes with the system, and even scientists have been proved to affect the results, and the results that they gain tend to be very similar to the ones they expect them to be. I'm a psychic channeler. I'm party to a lot of other information coming from out with the Earth, and that's why I say that there are two reasons why the other entities are coming into the Earth now.
Yeah. John McNichol, you wanted to say?
Yeah. Basically, the universe is full of stars. Most stars don't have planets round about them. There's still information. Also, there's very few of them actually got a metallic structure. A first-generation star has got to go through an explosion to actually create the next version. And at that point, you get life, because you need the rest of the elements to get life at that point.
How do you know it's
in
for
this
the
area?
stars? You didn't know where all this is coming from. It doesn't necessarily have to be for the stars, this technology.
Okay, yeah.
Thousands of us have actually been out at night watching the sky for thousands of years, not seen any UFOs, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I have to ask, why this car driving along? Why is it always a car driving along? Surely the story after story is a car driving along. And surely, if they are that intelligent, there is a far more easier way of doing all these experiments. I mean, this is
like what?
like abducting a whole Union Street.
Can I just say that if you take a coloured spool, put it in your camera and go out your back garden and photograph the stars, you'll find there's a lot of yellow stars come up. Am I correct?
That's what most of us.
So that's usually a lot of them are about the same age as our star. Am I correct?
No.
According to NASA, these are the ones that are liable to have planets around them.
Is not the prime.
And there's a lot of them about.
The sheer arrogance of the people on the other side of the studio amazes me. I mean, we're more or less split down the middle. There's a lot of professors and doctors on this side, a lot of what you would class as non-academic people on this side. If you took this studio audience 500 years ago and put them back in a discussion, all of the intelligentsia would be saying that the Earth is flat. Honestly, it is. We are the most clever people in the world.
Well,
this is a flat Earth. And we would always say, no, but it's round. And they'd say, no, that it's flat and there's dragons in the end. And we'd say, no, but it's not. And they'd say, no, but you're wrong. Who's right?
Right. They must reply. The scientists must be allowed to.
That's all I'm saying.
You are the people who are saying it's flat Earth.
No, I'm not.
No.
Yes, you are.
Well, let the scientists respond.
I think, yeah, I'm a bit concerned also about the way that the discussion is going, looking as if, yes, there are two opposing sides, and also the fact that from the phone calls that have been coming in too, suggesting that astronomers are saying that aliens can't be visiting the Earth because it's not possible for life to be out there. We have shown that life doesn't exist, which is not the case. Certainly, as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite happy to believe that there are lots of planets out there capable of supporting life, but really what we're looking at here is the evidence that aliens have actually visited the Earth.
Yeah.
And in principle, I have no objection to that at all. I would be, if the proof was strong enough, then yes, I would be a believer. I would be. I'm sitting at the moment in the aisle rather than, you know,
Well, this here reminds me, dying to speak for ages.
I'd like to make quite a very simple point here. I believe your experience a lot. I don't doubt it for 1 second. But what people seem to be ignoring is planet Earth has thousands, millions of species